Chip from 5th Edition Visions, and finally I am getting around to post the timeout cards from my Aether Revolt pre-release last weekend. So it's almost been a week because it's Friday night. Actually, I would love to be down at my local comic store drafting, but it just didn't work out tonight, so I decided I would update you about the cards that I put on my timeout list from the pre-release. So they were harmful to me, and I didn't like them. So let's take a look at them. So our first one coming up on my timeout list is Hope of Giripur. This is a 1-drop, 1/1 flyer, has a little ability. Now, he's at the beginning of my timeout list because he was a nuisance, but he didn't really hurt me, simply because I was running a lot of flyers. There was no chance that this guy was going to get through and do its sacrificial effect where I could not be able to cast non-creature spells. But it was a little nuisance, had to play around a little bit, but wasn't too bad, but because it bugged me just a little bit, it's on the timeout list. Okay, up next, we have Gonti's Machinations, a 1-drop enchantment. This was a problem simply because my opponent had 2 of them on the board, and I just had to be careful about when I went into combat that I didn't leave myself overexposed because he could pay this, sacrifice it, gain his life, and hurt me for 6 because he had 2, so had to watch out for it. Lifecrafter's Bestiary, 3 artifact. Beginning of upkeep, they can scry 1. And whenever they cast a creature spell, they may pay 1 green. If they do, they get to draw a card. I won the game where my opponent played this, but again, he had this out. It was a little hiccup. He was able to get some card advantage and do things I would prefer him not to be able to do in a game. So it was powerful, but it wasn't backbreaking for me. Those cards are coming up now, and here they are. Okay, first one, Conviction. This is actually from Stronghold, which was the expansion that I played back when I was in middle school, and I loved it. So it's 1 white, 1 generic, and it's enchant creature, you can return it. So the deck that I lost to first in our matchup, it was a red-white aggro deck. And he got some fast red creatures out, and then he got 2 convictions on 2 of those fast creatures, which wasn't much fun at all, because that +3 gave those creatures big butts, and that made them tough to get rid of, and it gave him that extra toughness. And also, when I finally did get rid of the creatures, he was able to pick up Conviction, put it back in his hand. So, it's just a simple card, but in an aggro deck at the pre-release in my neighborhood, it did not do me any favors. Next card on the timeout list, Aether Chaser, 1 red, 1 generic. First strike, this was one of those fast red cards that my opponent got out, slapped a Conviction on it. So now he's a first strike with +1 and the big butt, so that made him a 3 first strike. And then plus he got that energy counter, so he could create that Servio token by attacking, which gave him a chump blocker after he went into attack. So, not on my good side. Timeout list, Aether Charger. Up next, Spireside Infiltrator. That was one of the other red cards he got out there quickly, which was worse because when he had a vehicle out, which could do that tap as well, so then that did me that extra damage. He had a Conviction on it, so that made 4, swinging in each time he attacked. Okay, Mobile Garrison. So this is the vehicle that he got out, and he would crew it with the Spire guy, which would do that extra point of damage when he tapped it. Great interaction between vehicles and those cards, by the way, but it just didn't help me out because I wasn't playing them. And then he was able to untap it too, so then he could tap it, get the damage, crew the vehicle, then swing in with the Conviction guy. Not very good for me. But this card also didn't help me in a different match. So Yahami, Undying Partisan, haste, got the counters, sacrifice creatures, indestructible end of turn. Just a big guy who got bigger and bigger and bigger because I didn't want to block, because if I would block, then he would get the counters, and it was just something to work around. It wasn't as crushing as the red cards with the Conviction, but it still didn't help me win the day. So, those are the timeout cards for Chip from the Aether Revolt pre-release last night. Please, don't forget to like and subscribe, but in the comments, go ahead and tell me about the pre-release cards that annoyed you. Maybe they were game-ending, maybe you were about to win, but they got these cards out, maybe it was a combat trick, but whatever it is, please go ahead and let me know. Once again, hey, thank you so much, I really do appreciate your support. Hope to see you back soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.